Kakie came to Okinawa from Fuchao, China. It is considered as one kind of kumite in the Goju-ryu system. In kakie training, the opponents stand close together with the forearms touching. From this position, the purpose is to learn to read the movements of the opponent by anticipating his movements and intention through the sense of touch.
相手の皮膚の感覚で相手の動きを察知する、あるいはその感覚でもって相手の動きをキャッチする。
Kakie is especially effective for close-range combat training. When fighting at a distance as in normal kumite, it is mostly the eyes that are relied upon to anticipate the opponent's movements. However, in close combat, being able to sense the opponent's movements in other ways is important. In kakie, there are many effective techniques for close-range combat that may be practiced. For example, pulling and pushing techniques to disturb the balance, or locking techniques to subdue an attacker. With practice, kakie training will help the practitioner develop many techniques which are extremely effective in dealing with an opponent at close range. Master Higa-Ono will begin by demonstrating basic training exercises for kakie. This exercise is to develop pulling technique and power. The wrist should remain in contact at all times and the feet should feel rooted to the ground. The free hand covers the solar plexus. As you pull, bend the knees slightly and focus power in the tanden. Begin slowly, concentrating on form and technique. As you become more accustomed to the exercise, increase power in the pulling movements. Practice on both sides to develop strength evenly. This exercise can also be practiced with both hands being used at the same time. The arms must remain in contact at all times. As before, bend the knees slightly and focus power in the tanden as you pull back. This exercise will develop the strength needed to pull an opponent off balance. In basic technique, the soles of the feet should feel rooted to the floor. The knees, ankles and hips are free of tension so that the upper body can move freely. The tanden is tightened as you execute the movements.
常に押すときは丹田を意識しながらやります。で、力ひた沈め、上半身を力抜いて柔軟にして行います。で、次に、
Now Master Higa-Ono will demonstrate kakie using a sideways circular motion. This type of kakie is still practiced today in Fuchao, China. Begin slowly. The upper body moves freely and the arm is free of tension. As you become accustomed to the exercise, increase strength in the movements. As the opponent's hand touches the chest, turn the hips quickly to deflect the direction of the push away from the body. Then continue by turning the wrist and pushing back towards the opponent. Change hands to ensure even development on both sides.
力入れて、はい重く、はいはい。で次に
The next form of kakye is performed with the hands moving in a vertical circular motion. This is the traditional basic kakye of Okinawan Goju Ryu.
3チンぐらいにして両膝を曲げます。
Begin in sanction dachi with the knees slightly bent. Place the covering hand in front of the solar plexus.
押す前は
As the right arm pushes forward, the left hand changes to a standing
片手
position.
は水月をカバーします。返しながらカバーして、で片手は手刀で押すような形にします。
As you receive the opponent's push, turn the covering hand palm up.
この脇肘を締めて、浮かさないで肘を締
Keep
め
the
て
elbow in
返
close
しま
to the
す。
side at all times.
上、それ下。はい、力入れて。はい。はい。はい。
As the exercise begins to feel more natural, increase strength in the
はい、
movements.
重く。
The movements should be performed with a heavy, sticky feeling.
はい。はい。はい。はい。はい。
Change hands to ensure even development on both
はい、
sides.
10。はい、5。はい、5。次。はい。はい。で、これが一つの動きであります。横の
These exercises are two of the basic types of kakye
次
which
に
can be
横の動
practiced.
きの押し。
After the basic movements have been practiced and strength developed, the next stage is to practice pushing the opponent backwards with the palm heel.
両手の押し。
This may be practiced with either one or two hands as Master Higaonna demonstrates.
横からの押し。
These pushing techniques can be practiced from any angle. Here Master Higaonna pushes from the outside. Pushing from the inside position. In this technique, Master Higaonna pulls the opponent forward and off balance.
それから内からの
Here, Master Higaonna throws from the inside position. In this technique, catch the opponent's hand as he pushes against the
ないよう
chest.
にこれでキャッチしまし
Push
て
against the elbow with the right hand.
肘を押さえま
Grip
す。
the opponent's
返
wrist
し
with
な
the
が
left
ら
hand.
手をこう返
Twist
し
the
ながら使い
forearm
ます。
in and spin around using the body weight to throw the
この
opponent.
腕のひねりによって円で投げます。これが円の投げです。これ螺旋状に
This
描いて投げ
technique
ます。
uses a spiraling motion to throw the opponent.
で次縦の方の
Now Master Higaonna will demonstrate kakye using the vertical circular movement.
これは上から下を押します。
Descending push.
上からの押
Bring
し
the hand down from its raised position to push the opponent backwards.
それから直線の
Straight
押し
push. In this technique, push straight forward directly into the chest.
それから次に下からの押し
Upward push. Push from under and up to propel the opponent backwards.
次に、両手押し
Two-handed push.
両手押し今度は腕を外しての
this technique, the opponent's arm is deflected and a double-handed push from the inside position is performed. This time, the arm is deflected the other way to push from the outside position. In this technique, step behind the opponent as he moves in and push from behind. Double-handed push from the inside position. Lower the hips and push in an upward direction. Double-handed downward push. In this technique, first the opponent is pulled off balance, then he is pushed away once his stance has been weakened. As the opponent pushes forward, step back and grip his wrist and arm. Use his strength against him to pull him off balance. This technique can also be applied on the inside. Again, use the opponent's own strength to pull him off balance. You may grip any area of the opponent's body to pull him forward. In this case, grip the neck and arm to throw the opponent. Here, this technique is performed on the inside also. This technique is used when the opponent is pushing forward or holding the lapel. Grip the wrist and twist to throw the opponent. Catch the opponent's thumb. The left hand grips the little finger side of the opponent's hand. Bend the wrist in the direction the fingers are pointing. Twist the wrist and throw. Finish with elbow strike to the face. In this technique, twist the wrist in the other direction from the outside position. Counter with a kick to the body or face. In this technique, lock the arm by holding the opponent's fingers. If the opponent is big and strong, grip the little finger or thumb to secure the lock. This technique can be used when the opponent is pushing forward. Alternatively, lock the hand against the body and drop the weight. This technique is found in Shisokshin Kata. As the opponent pushes, twist the body and catch the arm. The rear leg must be close in and tight against the opponent's leg to throw him off balance. The forearm is pushed just above the elbow joint to break the arm. If the opponent is too strong and you cannot secure the lock, strike nukte to the eyes first, then lock the arm. If the opponent pulls the arm back before you have secured the lock, change direction and secure a different technique as shown here. Step on the foot to prevent the opponent from escaping backwards, then throw. In this technique, it is important to keep the right elbow tight in. Hold the wrist and bend to secure the lock. If the opponent will not go down, strike with the elbow first before throwing. If the opponent is very large, strike izageri to the groin, then throw. In this next technique, grip the wrist, turn the body and break the elbow joint over the shoulder. In the case of a taller opponent, the head may be used. Rest the elbow just above the joint. If the opponent throws a punch with the left hand, you can break the arm. If the opponent is very strong and you cannot lock the arm, strike with the elbow first. Alternatively, strike to the groin or face or any other exposed vital area. In this technique, Master Higa-onna will demonstrate ashiwaza or foot techniques. First, stamp on the foot, then trap the foot behind the heel. Throw the opponent by bringing your weight forwards. This technique can be performed from the outside also. As the opponent tries to punch, use his momentum to pull him forward. Grip the hair and chin, then twist. This is a very dangerous technique which should be performed with caution during practice. In basic technique, as the opponent pushes, bend the knees slightly. Then, as you push forward, straighten the legs. The knees should be free of tension for ease of movement. It is important to perform this correctly in order to gain maximum benefit from kakie training. In this technique, if the opponent is very strong, grip the fingers and break the arm as shown. Pull the opponent forward, step behind and grip the chin and hair. Strike to the knee joint to throw. In the following exercise, Master Higa-onna will demonstrate kakie while moving freely. This is a more advanced stage. Master Higa-onna will demonstrate a variety of techniques, many of which he has already explained in detail. For more advanced students, kakie may be practiced in this way with both partners experimenting with a variety of different techniques. Now Master Higo Ono will demonstrate some examples of Urawaza or reverse techniques. These techniques can be used to counter the locking techniques which have already been demonstrated.
This
is a basic training exercise to develop power for shote osh, or palm heel push. In the following exercise, Master Higo Ono will demonstrate some techniques for two-man kakie. These are very basic techniques which may be practiced by beginners.
今日は基本的な初心者のための技をお見せします。演舞いたします。
Begin with Ju or soft technique kakie. Gradually increase power, changing to Go or hard technique kakie. This exercise is extremely effective in strengthening the arms. In basic technique, pull and grip the throat. Pull and then push away.
この押したい。はい。引いて
Pull, attack the eyes, then push away.
それから次に引いて喉を
Pull and strike to the throat while at the same time pushing away.
こう引きが大事。引く
It is important to first pull the opponents forward, then, in the same movement while they're unbalanced, push back in the other direction. In this example, pull in the same way, then using the forearm strike to the neck.
このケイブこう引きで持って引きを利用してこのケイブで持って攻撃をすると同時にお互いの頭が合えます。で次にこう
Techniques striking to the groin as shown here are also possible.
この引きを利用して
In this technique, pull and then strike to the face. This is a very effective and dangerous technique.
これもこの引きを利用してこの顔面ここ当てて次に
In this technique, move to the side and then push away.
しながらここへの押し
This is the same technique from the other side.
手を取りまして横からの押しこう返しながらこう掴んでここからの押しで今度相手を
The
変えま
opponent
し
should
て
swap sides so that both arms are conditioned evenly.
これも一つのその力のバランスを取るための練習であります。これ上から下へ押すと。はい気をつけ。まあ簡単に説明したんですが。
This has been a very simple demonstration of two-man kakie, which will give you an idea of some of the techniques which are possible.
Kakie
came to Okinawa from Fuzhou, China. Master Anichi Miyagi was told by his teacher, Master Jojo Miyagi, that kakie can be considered the free fighting of Goju Ryu.
組手の一つでこれが50の自由組手だと。
In fighting, when using punches and kicks, the fighters are usually some distance apart. However, kakie is training for close-range combat. Therefore, through the sense of touch, you read the opponent's intention and actions. From anticipating his actions, you can then develop your attack. For example, if you pull the opponent forwards and disturb his balance, you can then attack nukete to the eyes. Or you can throw an opponent if you feel he is in a vulnerable position. Locking techniques, nukete, knee strikes, pushing, pulling, punching, and a whole variety of attacks are practiced within kakie. If kakie is practiced frequently, a high level of technique can be developed. To begin with, kakie is difficult, but if persevered in, once you've become accustomed to it and you've built up strength, you will develop good and effective technique for every situation. To begin with, for Q grades, for example, just concentrate on form. Practice slowly. As the students become more accustomed to the exercise, as the arms become stronger, then kakie should be performed to strengthen the movements. When practiced in this way, kakie will become both interesting and beneficial. If kakie is practiced as frequently as kumite, effective and telling technique can be developed. The most important aspect of kakie is the breathing. Because you are very close to the opponent, your breathing must be inaudible to prevent the opponent from anticipating your movements. In sanctioned kata, the breath is audible so that the instructor can determine if the breathing is correct or not. However, in kakie, it is important to breathe silently. The breath should be inhaled and exhaled smoothly through the nose. It is inhaled deeply into the tongue then and focused there. Then, with the exhalation, it is expelled from this same point. At the same time, the soles of the feet should be rooted to the floor, with the upper body free of tension so that you can move easily in any direction and react quickly to any external force. This will enable you to develop any kind of attack from any angle. As stated before, breathing is the most important aspect of kakie. If this is mastered, then you will come to understand kakie better and your technique will improve. To help with this, it is important to practice sanctioned kata. The practice of sanchin kata will develop muchimi, which is vital in kakye, and lead to an even deeper understanding and ability in this valuable exercise.
鍛錬されるわけです。以上、kakye終わり。